Welcome to DasGeek. What if I was to tell you that the biggest tech YouTubers out there really suck? You know, the ones with the fancy B-roll, the incredible 4K, 8K cameras, the perfectly curated shots of the product. They suck at doing reviews. The reviews are completely superficial. I'm going to tell you about how it has a new A18 Bionic chip in it and 120 hertz refresh rate. And oh my gosh, the screen's brighter. And they might for 10 seconds do something like, you know, but they didn't include that charging brick and that really, Apple, grr, and make you kind of think that maybe they're a little non-biased. But here's where the core failure is. It's fun to look at new tech. I have loved tech my whole life. I mean, we have the Hardware Addicts podcast. Talk about a lot of my tech adventures. I love upgrading. I love new stuff. Technology makes me happy. You walk me into what formerly used to be a Fry's Electronics, I'm like a kid in a candy store. So I love specs. I understand the specs. They're very important, but what they fail to discuss is things like modularity and upgradability and privacy and security. You see, these are the things that all the tech companies are purposefully avoiding, and all of the big tech YouTubers and reviewers are purposely going along with them. Because you can't be as skilled as Linus, and you can't be as skilled as MKBHD, and not know about things like repairability, modularity, upgradability, privacy, security. They know about them. There's videos out there that prove they know about this stuff. This isn't like PewDiePie, who, by the way, did probably one of the best tech video reviews of Linux ever, who's not a tech YouTuber, who I think did a better job than MKBHD and Linus Tech Tips have ever done reviewing Linux. But they still, these people who are tech people, they should know more than PewDiePie on this stuff. They should be the ones bringing to the consumers the importance of this stuff, but they won't. So when you talk about modularity and upgradability, they don't educate people on the new devices of whether they can be repaired or upgraded. For instance, the new iPhone 17. You could watch all their videos. Never once do they tell you what the score is for repairing this. If you need to replace the battery in it, how easy is it to get in and replace the battery in the phone? If your camera goes bad, if you have a problem, no discussion about it whatsoever. They don't even discuss the fact on a scale that maybe modularity should be something that every device gets ranked against. Hey, when this device is done, it essentially has to be thrown away, most of it thrown away. Maybe some of it gets recycled if somebody turns it in the right way. But the fact that it's not modular, what a shame. But we're over here focusing about, you know, whether the phone comes with a charging brick or not, regardless of all the rare earth metals and everything else inside the phone that essentially get trashed every 1 or 2 years when people upgrade. The right to repair, you know, proprietary parts, glued down batteries, software prevents you from using third-party parts. All of these type of things should be discussed. Privacy and security. We talk about the operating system, the upgrade. They'll talk about, oh, look, it's got new glass, icons and stuff, but they don't tell you anything about, is the operating system more secure, less secure, more private, what features they added in privacy and security. If they do, it's one of the marketing points that the company wants. They're not reviewing the actual privacy of the entire OS. Because if they did, when they were doing a review on something like Samsung, and you look at Samsung's privacy policy, they would be eating that company alive. And by the way, if they were to do that, if MKBHD and Linus Tech Tips were to take the stand, the companies would have no choice but to actually give to the consumers something that maybe they don't even know they need, because Linus Tech Tips and MKBHD and the others could actually educate people on the real things that should matter with tech. When you look at this isn't just a phone thing. This goes into laptops. This goes into if they're reviewing appliances and other things. And this isn't sci-fi. These things already exist. When you look at laptops, you got the framework laptop. This laptop is fully modular. It literally has your ports. You can pull in and out and put different ports in as you want. You can take the whole motherboard and upgrade it. You can even upgrade the bezel on a Frameworks laptop. They have a desktop as well out there. So it's not like it's impossible, but how much time has Linus Tech Tips and MKBHD spent on talking about Framework and how amazing the work that they're doing there? Not very much at all. And in fact, I think every rating, every scale that they do should have something like Framework, this is where you rate the hardware. This is the top. Are you anywhere near framework when it comes to modularity, repairability, upgradability, and true ownership of the device that you spent all of this money on? And then from an OS perspective, it should be like GrapheneOS. Or do you have anything like the privacy and security and just obsession over making sure user data isn't leaked out of your device and sold and all this stuff like GrapheneOS has? And every phone and every OS and every release and every new piece of hardware gets ranked against those two things. Here's where their OS stands against GrapheneOS. Here's where their hardware stands against a framework laptop. And then you're actually caring more about the people watching your video than you are about the companies that you're selling their stuff for. From a phone perspective, we're examples of phones that had things like on clip-on cameras, modular batteries, speakers. These things have been out for years. And they could have been well supported by the tech community, the tech YouTubers, but they weren't.
This YouTube box is the tastiest content ever. Subscribe to the flavor.
So that's it. That's all I wanted to make a video on, because I wanted to call this out so that more people start thinking about this when you're watching even my own content. There are times where it's really our responsibility as content creators to think beyond what will make the corporate shills happy, the corporate suits happy. And corporations aren't all evil. There's nothing wrong with wanting to push a new product. And in fact, you know, I've said many times, even though Samsung has the worst privacy policy on the planet, I think they make some of the most exciting tech and phones, period. Their tech is insane. If you held the new Fold 7, it's incredible. But nobody's telling you that that phone has a 2 out of 10 repairability from iFixit, as an example. Or that there's nothing modular about that device, or that the OS, privacy policy-wise, and the things that it's doing is a complete privacy violation of the consumer. Nobody is talking about that when they do the review. So we need to demand more from the tech community, the educators out there, and have more than just corporate cheerleaders. My call to Linus Tech Tips, MKBHD, and everybody else is to stop going with the party line of just reading specs and doing benchmarks, and look a little deeper into what throwing this constant consumerism attitude out of you've got to have the latest thing, even when, hey, it's barely an upgrade, but that's what makes it exciting. You got to get it type of mentality out. And we've got to start holding the bar for the people that made our channels popular to begin with. And that is something I want to be spending a lot of time myself thinking about when I'm reviewing tech on this channel. Let me know what your thoughts are. Have you had the same conclusion? Do you disagree? Maybe I get it wrong. I'm not wrong on this, but maybe I did, but I'm not. Let me know in the comments below. And until next time, get out there and fill your brains.